What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KindaFunny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside no Nick. It's just weird. I usually, you know what I mean? A producer slash seducer when it's not there.
It's weird not having him. It feels good in some ways. It feels empty in others.
It feels great.
We're getting a lot done. I feel like we're getting a lot done without him.
It feels like he's been gone forever, but like in a not bad way.
Yeah.
See, I had a problem, though, that's very specific to me, that every once in a while...
Erectile dysfunction.
It affects...
Very specific to me. Where Gia will need the car, and she took today off, so she was like, I'll go in with you and just take the car, which is totally fine. All the time, but 99% of the time, I'm like, all right, cool. That means that
99% of the time, I can't get a boner.
I'll get lunch with Nick, and then as we're pulling up today, I look and I don't see his car, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on my own today. It was fine. I had Hawaiian.
Baby bird got to learn.
You got a wine?
Hawaiian.
Oh,
I heard wine too, but then I thought it through.
This would have been the perfect week for Roger to put up the pull-up bar of his dreams.
Yeah,
because Roger really wants to put up a pull-up bar.
It's not too late.
Roger also very sad and always affected by the fact that there's no sunlight in the studio, which is like, I'm starting to wonder if like he always just worked outdoors. Because like I've worked at a lot of places without sunlight.
I mean, Roger's 15. He's just usually, they open the door, they let him play in the front yard with a ball and a stick.
and he was talking about putting up.
He's used to recess. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Nick that I love. Very, very similar. I'm going to put off the blame and put on, I'm going to shove this off to somebody else as to like why I'm not going to let you do something. Very Snowback Mike of Nick in this aspect. Roger's like, I just want to put up a put-up bar. Why not? Let me put up a pull-up bar in the Let me put up a put-up bar in the parking lot. Like, you know, we could just have it there. And
like
Nick
a
was
freestanding one.
And Nick was like, no, because it's gonna fucking fall down. It's gonna hit Tim's car.
Like the grill is my grill.
It's always my car.
Tim's right side door has been hit by so many cars.
Shopping carts.
Tim's right side door looks so like when you pick the option number 3 battle damage on your mech and armored core.
Yeah.
Like it has been hit by so many objects.
It sucks. And I want to know, not a single accident in my entire life.
Yeah.
Not one.
No, yeah. This is just like you know, sometimes San Francisco parking, people are close to you. But, you know, it's like, Nick, you just don't want him to hit your car. Like, just say that, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
but they're not going to put up the pull-up bar where Nick's car is.
He thinks we're going to put up the pull-up bar in the fucking trunk of his car.
It's the same thing as the basketball hoop.
Yeah,
where it's like, Nick, we just won't play basketball while you're here. I don't know why I say we like I'm playing.
Yeah. So let me get some jump shots up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, like blaming, like, no, you're going to hit Tim's car.
I love it. It really is. He's obsessed with my car. It's Nick, right? So no matter what he says, it's always, I know he doesn't actually mean what he's saying.
It's the reference point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the amount of times he's talked to me about how much he loves how blue my car is, and I'm like, you don't. Like, you're just saying that because I know you hate it. Meanwhile, I legitimately love it. I've said this story many times, but it keeps being true. Keeps being true. The amount of times, and it happened this morning, that I am driving, and I look over and I see another car, and I'm jealous of its color blue, where I'm like, fuck, I wish my car was that color blue. And then I realize it's just my car reflecting off of their car. Their car's not blue at all. And then I feel so good about myself. I have a problem. I understand.
It's so rare that I see your car and it's not you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Where I see, because I'll never forget way back, 2015, 2016, driving, and I saw your car, and I was like, oh, that looks just like Tim's car, but he's got like a loose AV cable in the back. There's no way Tim would. And I drove, I'm like, oh, it was Tim, and I told you about it. I'm like, by the way, you got like a red cable hanging loose.
I think it's just the thing that I feel about a lot of things in my life where I'm jealous of the thing that I don't have.
Sure.
And it's like, I love my car. I love the color of my car. But if I see a blue version of mine, I'm like, oh, I wish I got in the blue.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'd feel the same if I see a black one and I had the blue one, you know? That's always a thing I'm struggling with. Tim, I want you to get a new Prius.
I know. They're so cool.
Just get one.
They're just so cool.
But you don't want a new Prius, right?
I don't. Yeah. But I do. But I don't.
I do because, you know, I took my car in for a pretty big service, finally. Something that I've been putting off for so long. For so long that I didn't realize it was an issue until I tried driving to LA to a certain wedding when I had to miss Kevin Coelho's bachelor party.
Oh, yes.
In 2017.
Why
awesome.
Why are you presenting it like a riddle?
Everybody,
To a certain wedding.
the sun shines on this, but not at this time. Something like that. Anyway, I drove to LA and was like, oh, my AC doesn't work.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. And it's something I've never really had to deal with in the city at the time because I was always a lot chillier when I first moved to SF. And speaking of chilly, still got them in the stream room and my own bedroom.
I'm glad they're in two places.
Yeah, finally got my AC.
Did you buy
fixed.
more or did you just split the stash?
No, they're still there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're still there. Sealed them up, actually. Vacuum sealed them, resealed them. Drove to, finally called a car dealership because there's a Honda dealership near my place.
Honda.
That was like, we don't work on stuff like that. That's like another Honda dealership thing. We're just like, we'll rotate your tires and do stuff like that. So I finally took it to get fixed, and they were like, 2016. Yep, we know that. That's an issue. That's covered under warranty. No charge to you. Oh, wowee. Very, very cool.
Wowee, hot dog.
It takes a couple of hours to, tune this thing up, and we're going to look into it. They're going to fix that bad boy up for you. Here's one thing that I fucking loved. This feels like I'm sponsored by Honda.
Real quick, Honda, if any car.
Any
wants
car.
to sponsor us. Get us all cars.
A moving vehicle. Fucking scooter. They sent me an email. Hey, here's the thing that we fixed. It's covered under warranty. Here's stuff that we recommend you do because you haven't had your larger, update your larger kind of
maintenance package.
Maintenance, yeah.
Tune up.
And these were all. This wasn't a phone call. This wasn't anything like that. It was just, I'll take that. No pressure. I'm not talking to a dude who's like, oh, you got to get this stuff done. Oh, get this stuff. And while you're at it,
your raccoon defenses up. This is a problem.
Dude, no, but it was just a really nice little presentation that in this email, I just checked down the things that I wanted. I was like, this is awesome. Not having to deal with like the pressure and like not only the pressure, but like I won't be outsmarted by you sort of thing that I always like. For some reason, I put my defenses up whenever I'm at a car dealership.
Good reason.
But it was nice just checking down these boxes. Of course, I spent a fuckload of money because these are all things that I did need to have done.
Sure, yeah.
But it was an awesome time. And the Uber driver took me back and was like, and he got out of the car too. I was like, what's going on? He was like, I need to go pee. And we just walked in together looking like father and son about to buy a car. And he was like, all right, catch you later, man. And he just went to the restaurant.
Don't forget that milk on the way home for your mom.
It was very awkward. But yeah, Honda, shout out to y'all for doing the email thing.
I want you to know, Tim, that I love my Mini Cooper. I love that it looks like an Ecto-1.
I love it too.
It shoots around, has a lot of fun. It gets gone from, that'd be cool, to like, just when that electric Volkswagen bus you showed me comes out, I'm buying it. I'm going to trade this thing in and get it.
For reals.
I can't
Can
imagine.
we get pictures of this?
The price hasn't been announced, is what I've seen.
The Buzz.
Car and driver.
Buzz.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. The 2020.
The
2025 Volkswagen ID.Buzz microbus.
Buzz driving is junk driving.
So here's the thing. We've talked about this enough. We've talked about this enough that I feel like Volkswagen, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I want the kind of funny spare bedroom parking lot to just be full of these Volkswagen Buzzes. Look how
it's
cool
so
it
cool.
is.
Is it?
Dude.
Yeah. When I went to get the Mini, like, it was either going to be a Tesla or a Mini. And I bought it in 2019, remember? So it was a very different life. So it was that I just need a car to shoot me from my apartment to the office, which, of course, everything's dramatically changed in my life. This is way before Ben, all these other things. And so, the Mini, while COVID was happening, was the only car we had. When you had me, Jen, and Ben in his car seat in there, it was tight. But it was like, no big deal. When I start going to the studio, we'll just get an SUV to be the family car, and we did that. And so it's great. And, Ben's in there. But then me and Jen were talking. This is after you'd planted the seed of the buzz in my head.
Except Leonardo DiCaprio in the dream.
Exactly. After you
Airplane.
accepted it in my brain. We were talking, and it was that whole thing of like, school's coming up quicker than you'd think. You know what I mean? Like, little Benny's going to be shipped off to some boarding school soon enough. But like, when this starts, it's going to be like, well, you could pick him up, and I could drive, you drop him off, and I'll pick him up. And like, we're running through plans, and I'm like, right, like, this kid's going to have to start getting in my car again. And he's going to be even bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
be 8 feet tall.
the Mini. I could make it work, right? But also, this is an electric car, which is when I went to get the Mini, I was either going to do the Mini or an electric, like I said. And so this thing looks cool, and it's not like they're predicting 40,000. If current trends continue, you can trade a car in for a lot,
Dude,
right?
it's insane.
So
I mean, like, not to go.
Well, you
too
get a
much
bunch of rebates in government.
Well,
stuff.
for
the
electric car,
stuff.
but on
Yeah.
top of that, Roger was just like putting me onto this shit right now, kind of changing my life. He's in the market looking for cars and stuff, so he's really like in the weeds.
Oh, you got one.
I don't know. I don't know the status of it all, but just like looking at Craigslist, like trying to like figure out like what his options are. And he was telling me because like I've had my car since 2015, and I've been saying on the show I want to get one, but like I'm gonna wait till there's the one for me. And he was like, dude, you should really look into selling it now because like prices are outrageous. And I started looking it up, and I can get like 85% of my money.
Yeah, it's something crazy.
It's freaking insane.
Shit, I need to look into that.
I should look into that too. Then.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've gotten emails from Minnie being like, "Yo, trade it in and like do whatever."
Because my 2016 Honda Civic, this is one of my like points of pride that I just like bringing up.
Sure.
It's something I bring up at parties all the time, little conversation starter. My 2016 7-year-old car only has 16,000 miles on it.
1.6.
16, yeah.
1.6, yeah.
1.6.
The
And
Cooper's got way more than that, huh?
and that's got to get me a buttload of trade-in.
That's
Yeah, for sure.
bonkers.
And like 30% of it, Joe, the
Was the
drive
drive
from
here?
Texas to California. Yeah.
You're so funny.
I barely drive my car, right? I drive to work and that's it. If I'm going to go somewhere else in the city, I'm Ubering. I know it's very inefficient money-wise. I'm well aware. My bank account is well aware. I just hate the anxiety of parking and wondering what the situation. I hate it.
I'm not going to go too
Tim, I
long
hate
on this.
it.
I just
Tim,
want
I
to say
hate
it to you, Andy. Just want to say it to you. Specifically, and I know your situations and where you live and where you go.
Tim, I hate it.
Muni. It's
I don't know
so
why. Yeah,
easy.
you don't.
It's so easy. It'll be faster.
That's a whole
and
other
so
box
I
of
know
anxieties.
I know it is. But we can teach you. All it's good. I know you're just scared to learn. The moment
not
you
that
learn
hard, though.
how easy it is.
Yeah, dude. Like
You don't even
I
get
can
on
run you
hard.
through. We'll pull up a map, and I can run you through like just the basics of what you would need to know. Of like again, thinking of like what Tim is thinking of where you usually go, where we are, and all that stuff. It's really easy. In a lot of cases, it's like one bus.
Barrett, can you cancel the next video essay you're working on and make me a tutorial? And we'll post it. I'll get a bunch of views, like how to drive. And people are like, this is a
bunch of
weird thing to post on the KindaFunny channel.
Very
It's
specific.
Funny game.
Giving out your
Specifically.
address.
like a really good little tutorial.
The other thing is, I feel like when we usually go to movies and stuff like that, there's also a giant ass parking garage.
Yeah, I just never. I'm more aware of that now, but also like the whole ticket situation. Also, like here's the thing:
When you say ticket situation, are you referring to when you pull into a parking lot and take the ticket and then you?
Have to pay.
what if I lose it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stuck
Then
there
you just-
forever. How am I gonna leave, Joe?
You just pay the day maximum.
I
yeah.
love parking at the Regal underground parking lot. I've learned that, and that's really really nice.
Stonestown.
Stonestown,
Oh,
the
I never,
underground.
you guys don't park in the back?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the thing, Joe. The first time I ever went with Nick, we parked in the back. He was driving. I don't know how to get back there again. I've tried like
Holy
twice.
shit.
Where we always split is how you get back there. You
I've
just
tr-
go down the
I've
escalator.
tried twice. I don't know how to get back there.
Again,
I
this is the
assumed it-
same man we lost at Toy Story. Remember when we went to go see Toy Story 4 and then he disappeared for 30 minutes because he
he
went into
couldn't
the wrong theater?
Find the iMac.
I assume they cut off that entryway completely. I got to assume that like that's no longer an option. So I just go to the
They
underground.
spilled something back there, so they just shut it
That's
down.
what I think too. That's what I think too. But what I was going to mention, I two things real quick. Two things. So again, really cool conversation. My car only has 16,000 miles.
That's insane.
Pretty
Like
awesome.
really, really. I mean, because I
Probably
think that
should make you
mine
get
is
rid of your car.
mine is impressive of like how low it is because I have a
What's yours?
2015 and I think it's like 47K or
good.
something like that.
Dang.
47K
I thought
club.
mine was good, but I have a 2013. It has 70,000. And I was like, oh, that's not that bad. 7,000 miles a year I'm driving. It's
Yeah.
like nothing.
But here's the thing, Joe. Just with the citywide driving, my gas mileage is shit. It's like barely getting to 23
Oh,
miles
you
per
don't get on the
gallon.
highway ever.
It's mainly just red lights. And I hate how I feel like with as little as I drive, I'm very shocked at the amount of times I have the gas up. And it's never a great situation. You know, I'm talking like $60 full tank, you know?
And
That
also just
fucking
the
sucks.
annoyance of it.
Yeah.
I hate getting gas. One of my least favorite things ever.
Wow.
It's just,
It's like a haircut.
The right level of inconvenient. Exactly.
Oh, totally.
Exactly. Where I'm just like, there's no, like, it's one of those things where I always push it just a little too far, where I'm sure I'm fine. Even pushing it far, like, I'm not pushing it that far. But, like, I'm always like, all right, there's a gas station right next to the studio. But I'm always like, I need it on the other side. You know what I mean?
One.
And then, what's up?
But there's the other one on the other, if you go the other direction.
No, I'm saying like when I'm near my house, I don't have a gas station. So then the next morning I'll be like, oh fuck, I need one. So then I have to go out of my way to go to a gas station. It's just silly business.
I'm always going somewhere. I'm never just out tootling around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to work as fast as possible. I'm trying to get home to bed as fast as possible.
And the thing is, I feel like you all know me as a person. I'm always cutting it close. I'm always I'm always coming in hot. I'm always coming in hot.
Or you're just always coming in late.
Or I'm just late.
Like, I mean, like coming in hot would imply you're gonna make it on time at some point.
Look, man, sometimes the car's out there, you know, like,
man.
And it's always the worst times. But there are the times where I'm like, fuck. Of course, I'm gonna be just like I'm at the point where like Tim, I'm gonna be in 2 minutes late. But also, I need to gas up. Fuck, what's the situation here? That's why the other day when we were doing the Starfield marathon, I left in the middle of it because I had like 12 miles left on my fucking thing. And I was like, I need to go gas up in the middle of, like, I'll be right back.
So you went to go get like energy drinks and stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to go buy some energy drinks and I'm going to gas up for the night, you know? That's when like Mike had just gotten here and you had peaced out. So that's what I went to go do. But yeah, it's never a nice situation to just like, let me just drop $60. I'd rather do that on a video game or whatever. Like, so I'm getting to the point where I would love for my miles per gallon to be, you know, in the high 40s, maybe, and get a little hybrid. High 40s.
Or just full electric. Do it.
Yeah, but like,
because I feel like you probably deal with the same thing that I do, where it's like, how the fuck where do I plug my car in on the streets of San Francisco?
I was gonna say, see, this is my thing too, where it's like I don't have a garage access, so like I'm gonna charge at the studio. We have them out there; they're ready to be turned on. That's
How many of them?
What is it?
We have three.
Yeah. And we could always trade off, and it have me every
Half
day.
a day, yeah.
Well, because it's not like it's dead one day, right?
so when that
Depending how
sucker
far you
gets
drive.
turned on, Greg and Tim and Joe and Barrett as
You
well,
want to go out and lick it?
and all the listeners, when those suckers get turned on, like they bring in a device to plug into the ground, or what?
So we're set. We will need to invest money into like actually getting the thing set up, and
There will be no Christmas bonuses, but
Under-
I will be able to charge my brand new.
my $50,000.
I'll be able
buzz.
for the 5 to 10 minutes Ben's in my car every other day. He'll be great. It'll be worth it.
I'll give you a drive to work every once in a while. I'll give you a ride to the store. The other thing I wanted to bring up, number 2 on my list. When was the embargo lifted on your vehicle?
Embargo?
I just feel like for the longest time we weren't talking about Greg's car.
Oh, that was just, I think, the circumstances of COVID, and it was just how it all shook out. That we've talked about the car a bunch of times, and I put up photos of it.
Damn, I didn't know the embargo was up.
And
Yeah,
I should have
yeah.
looked at the sheet.
We showed like the magnet.
Yeah, the Ghostbuster magnets.
Yeah.
My Halloween photo from last year did
You
it.
sent us a PDF, right? The embargo.
We all signed. Yeah. I was like to be lifted at a later date.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I guess I've just like been talking as if I never bring up your car.
Oh, Greg, you walk to work.
I never bring. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never knew.
There was an embargo, and then I feel like it just kind of like.
If memory serves, the embargo was, hey, I've ordered a car. Don't say anything because I'm going to take it to Emeryville to Ryan McCaffrey's guy and have them put the Ghostbuster logos on it and do the whole thing. And then I was like, oh, well, this COVID thing will blow over. And then it just like extenuated because of that.
So now your car's stuck in a halfway point between like, which I think is the best case scenario, honestly. And here you are.
What's the halfway point?
Not
Where
where
it
I have the
looks like a
magnets. That
normal
if I
car.
want to, I can toss it up and I can be like, oh, I'm a Ghostbuster. Or I can take them off and I'm like, please don't deface my car in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
And also, if you're trying to sell it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you're talking to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
There's a guy
who.
who does Ghostbuster. I mean, there's a million Ghostbuster guys I follow on Instagram, but there's one who does decals that are like movie accurate, and they are ones you just put on yourself. I think he's sending me a care package, which will be do I want to do this? And even then, it would peel off. Because again, I was talking about professionally have it put on and like done. I don't know how you take it.
I need to find like the whale of a kind of funny best friend that'll be like, Andy, I'll buy your Honda Civic right now, $60,000.
Oh man,
$60,000.
$60,000.
Mark Freeman. He'll put it in the museum.
Mark Freeman, 100K.
Send it over to London and put it in the kind of funny
gas
museum.
mileage. Great. I'm just talking shit about it.
You see, Olive says Olive Party says my Ecto is custom cut vinyl that I applied. It works great. Comes off clean. So I think if I did it that way, I'd be all right with it.
Yeah.
Because it's still June 2024 on this electric van.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Well,
best
that's
case
not-
scenario.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, nothing goes wrong, and they're not hard to get, and yada yada.
Yeah.
Yada. And the fact that I'm actually in a place financially, and I want to do that when June 2024 comes around. Right now, if they're out today, I'd be like, I ain't fucking buying that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So the other thing, too, is the older that Ben gets, the more he will define what he is into and what he likes.
Yeah.
So we have a very special opportunity here. Mutant Mayhem just came out.
Dallas Cowboys
You can
fan.
get addicted to turtles.
get the turtle van.
Party van.
Oh shit!
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't like what's happening with. I'm tired of my hair. I don't
Kind
know.
of shave it off.
Are you, yeah, do what you do to Barrett.
There was a lot of conversations today on the KFGD Super Chat post show of like, what is up with Andy's hair?
We're there.
Yeah, at least
So-
one. There was
so
one.
here's-
I was
I
going to
wanna know
mention
what
something
Andy's hair
too.
looks like when it's down.
yeah.
Here's the thing. Like when I it's long, right?
Fucking shot.
It's long. And
I always like the pan to the side fix. Like, eh.
and on the this is like doing something I'm not usually familiar with.
Yeah, that is.
Is that usually
if you're an
short
audio
or just another
listener,
place?
not the mass of the hair that you're used to,
Like a
but an
side
offshoot,
bang.
side bang swipe on the
Yeah, it's a side project.
going rogue.
I think it occurred mid-sleep. This is a product of the sleep and the position I was in the pillow. Again, a lot of late nights at Starfield. A lot of very low hour sleep nights. But the nights that I do sleep, holy shit. I woke up the other night, I think after the marathon stream, because I stayed in the studio with Mike until like 2 a.m. After that night, oh my God, the next morning, fucking drooling like a goddamn monster. It was awesome.
What is up with that? Why is it that when you sleep at a weird time, you always drool? Is that true for you guys? Without fail. If
What do
I
you mean, at a
sleep-
weird time?
Yeah, if I
No.
nap or if I sleep like out of my normal routine time, I wake up and I got drool everywhere.
No, for me, it's like you're extra exhausted. Here's the my body is like getting rid of I'm just in the deepest sleep possible, and liquids are coming out of all my
lose
holes.
all like sleep muscle things.
Yeah, I think it's just like the deepest sleep possible is what happens. But
It's always when I'm on a plane, which is so embarrassing.
Oh no.
oh no.
So embarrassing.
Sucks.
So I think
See,
this,
for me, it's the snore. Where because I'm back like this at like a 90-degree angle, and I'll do like, and I
Yeah.
wake myself. I'm like, oh,
they listen. They heard me
sorry,
right next to me.
everybody.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
I think like this is like a product of being in the pillow. And when I combed it my normal way, combed it. When I just put it the other way.
Oh, we're going back in.
We're going, everybody.
When I put it the other way, it was like, this isn't doing what I'm used to. So I just put it the other way. But I also need a haircut. I don't know what I'm
Where
doing
does that
anymore.
piece normally go? Is it normally there? And
This whole thing
shorter?
is usually this way.
Oh.
But this hair is curling in such a
I've been
weird.
able to tell that.
Oh, I'm always the right part.
No, this is so funny because it looks wrong. But I would
It's
have
like
not
when
been
you
able
look at
to-
yourself like it reflected,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I'm not used to seeing myself in that angle.
Yeah.
I am really blown away right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Andy.
It's usually this one.
Andy's back, everybody. Andy, where'd you go?
You look fucking cool there.
I guess I guess like after several hours of it being the other way, it's making a bit more sense logically,
Yeah.
mathematically.
Hold on. So wait. We need to rewind just a little bit on this.
But you're like blessed right now, where blessed was like, I didn't know Barrett wore hats.
No, it's not that.
what?
Because
Yeah, when I was cutting
Next
Barrett's
Gen
hair,
podcast.
and they were talking about like the hats he's gonna wear, Bless was like, "Wait, like what? Do you wear hats usually?" It's like,
Like
"That is-
every day?
Blessing, I swear, is the least perceptive person in this office.
that is so funny.
Blessing's here to do his job and go home.
Yeah.
All right.
But you've never done this before. Your hair's always went this way, right?
I like maybe if I look at my Excel spreadsheets and kind of do a percentage breakdown, probably like 12% of the time I'll go the left side.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it just because the right side isn't like working? So you're like, well, I got to go the other way.
And sometimes, Joe, I'll wake up and my hair is extra wavy. So these hairs won't go that way. They'll just go up to my right and then they'll curl back down to my left. So I'll just like let those hairs be. I'm not going to straighten them in order to do what they like.
You gotta let them do what they're gonna do.
Let them live today.
I just think this is a bizarre conversation because, like, correct me if I'm wrong,
I'm a
but it
bizarre
sounds
guy.
like you kind of brought this up as like, I don't know what's going on with my hair, but it sounds like
you know exactly
what's going on in your hair. You parted it the other way.
Well, it's just more of an annoyance. It's like I'm a football coach right now, and these are my players.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing today, y'all? Like, come on, get on the goddamn football season this Sunday. Oh man, it's Thursday.
Are you watching
like,
Hard Knocks?
Tomorrow. No, I haven't.
No, me neither.
Is it good?
I have. I mean, the Miz loves it. He was talking about the other day on a stream.
I know that I should, but
I mean, Hard Knocks is always great.
everybody's saying that the quarterback is way better, because Hard Knocks on HBO usually does a really good job of pinpointing, like, we're not going to show you all the stars in this team. We're going to build stories around the young rookie who was undrafted.
It has erectile dysfunction.
It can't get a boner. Can they make it to the league? Can they make the team?
Can they get an erection?
And then what's really cool, what's really awesome about Hard Knocks is, like, you'll watch the football game happen on Sunday, and then you'll be like focusing on that player, like, oh, did they do good? And then you'll see what happened the next episode. And it's like a really neat kind of thing to watch happen in real time.
Wait, sorry, is it's real time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't always used to be real time. It didn't always used to be real time. But that's one thing that's interesting about it. But I heard the more recent season, which is the Jets, are focusing a lot on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers used to play for the Packers. Now he's playing with the Jets, and the Jets are a really good team.
Retired yet?
No, Aaron Rodgers is like 38 years old, but he's still like one of the better players when healthy. But they're focusing on Aaron Rodgers, and everybody's like, well, you're losing like the thread of like everything else. We get it. Aaron Rodgers is cool with his teammates, and everybody's idolizing him. Everybody on the team is like, creaming their jeans for Aaron Rodgers because of how great of a quarterback he's been. But then Netflix released Quarterback with Patrick Mahomes, and they
It's a long shot. Ooh.
long shot. Ooh. Anyway, football season Thursday. Excited.
Isn't Patrick Mahomes a very similar situation?
Yeah, but it's more of like a deep dive into a singular player's like kind of vibe. Or I think Quarterback talks to all the different quarterbacks actually.
Gotcha.
The top ones.
Okay, fair enough.
When does Travis Kelce get another TV show?
Travis Kelce got hurt today, I believe, and was like ruled out for week 1 and all the fantasy. By the way, first week back in fantasy football ever, like in the last 12, 15 years of my life.
Are you not playing?
Wow.
Oh, you're back.
First week back, I'm back.
How'd you do?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is your first week.
I auto drafted because I just
auto drafted.
I auto drafted because I just don't know a whole lot of players anymore. Go ahead, Joe.
Do you play in one of those leagues that does the fun things if you lose? Like where they
go
make
to Denny's
you
and be there for 24 hours.
No,
every burger you eat.
This was a random kind of ask from a homie of mine who I used to work at Rooster Teeth with. Jeb, he hit me up and was like, "Hey man, just randomly wanted it. Like, we need one for fantasy football. We know you like sports.
We know you're a fucking easy win."
Yeah, Jordan's in there. Stan, Cole Gallion.
That's a fun.
Yeah, a lot of like
people.
ex and like current Rooster Teeth homies. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I haven't played in a long ass time because it's a very big time commitment. But
It's
NFL
so
tickets
much
on
time.
YouTube TV now. And I have no reason not to because I got that shit. I get to watch all the out of market games, YouTube TV, promo code, something.
If you want to sponsor us, UTB, that'd be great.
Anyway, but football's back.
Start
I'm stop
baking
talking about
episodes. What do you want, Joey?
What do I want?
Dyson hair wrap?
Oh, I do want a Dyson hair wrap so badly.
Oh,
But I
Jessica
can't-
Spintana talks about that in a lot of.
I can't bring myself to spend $600 on it.
What is this?
It's it's like a combination like hair dryer, a curling iron thing that you have like you start with wet hair and then you like rough dry it and then you do it and it all like does it really quickly. And it seems really cool, but it's $600. I'm like,
That's
Jesus
Dyson.
Christ.
It's Dyson.
It
man.
literally like it's a lot
Gia
of money.
has one,
but
and I want to borrow it just because I want to see if it works.
Dyson's
on my hair.
the Apple.
But I
of
imagine it
fucking
does because Gia also has like
electronics.
curly hair.
yeah, the way that I talk about OLED technology is the way that Gia talks about this hair wrap. Like she will like wake up in the morning just to use this thing. Like it makes her a happy.
Really?
It looks like a lightsaber. That's cool.
It does.
Yeah.
I honestly
And it comes in like, this cool box.
There's this whole box with so many doodads, and I'm just like, I don't understand how any of this is for your hair because none of it looks like a blow dryer. But she keeps telling me it's a blow dryer. I've never actually seen her use it because I'm like, and why is it called a hair
occasions.
wrap? Like, what the fuck's
Oh,
going
it does
on?
look like a lightsaber. Holy shit.
And it's like you have the different barrels depending on like if you have short hair or long hair. And then you have a different barrel for like each side, but the new one has new technology. So you just spin the top. And then if you're curling your right side, you spin it one way. If you're curling left side, you spin it another way. And then the other one's for like if you have flyaways. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think her mom and sister like got it for some big birthday for her. Maybe
yeah,
her 30th birthday.
I think it was.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Joe, so noise level. You're not dealing with the. Because I bought a blow dryer and it's real loud.
It's loud, but you would probably know better than I would.
I mean, I never hear it.
Okay. I don't think it's that loud,
And I
but
feel
it
like the
just
dogs
works
would
really
flip out.
quickly.
Okay.
What?
Like it works really quickly that you can do, instead of like blow drying your hair and then curling it, it kind of does everything all at once. So it's a time saver. And
It's
really
crazy.
cool.
It makes her hair look so different. Like she'll get out of the shower and walk into her room, and when she comes out, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how'd that happen? It looks like she got her hair done.
Yeah. It's like instead of going to like the salon and getting a blowout and stuff like that. So if
You're
I
saving money.
did the girl math
Girl
on
math
it,
there. How much is every time you go get a blowout, right?
I don't think you were here when I girl math my way into buying AirPods the other day because they were on sale for 20% off. So it was down to $200. And then I had gift cards. So then it was down to this amount. And then I was like, well, the
$195.
microphone on my phone is broken and we send a lot of voice memos back and forth. So I'm like, well, I'm not spending $700 to buy a new phone. So now I got myself some new AirPods.
Call, Joe. That's a great call.
But yeah, that is the next one. And now Shark has one that's like similar, but maybe not as good, but it's only $200. But I'm like, do I want to spend $200 on one that's not as good?
I know, right? If you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound there. Come on.
So, Madeline Silence is a lot better for your hair because it's not heat damaging. I see. Because I've been trying to become a morning showerer as well, in addition to the nights showerer.
Step 1,
You
morning
do
shower.
both?
Step 2, public transportation. Step 3,
Bear, can you make me a morning shower tutorial as well? Because obviously, it helps you wake up. You just feel better when you shower in the morning.
I love showering in the morning, but I feel like it overheats and then I'm more likely to sweat through my armpits.
Oh, it's so hot.
Oh, no, but
I'm usually a sweaty boy.
Yeah.
We talked about it. We'll get back to your showering.
You don't like moving it to cool as you get to the end of it? I love doing that in the morning.
No, I want a nuclearly hot shower at all times.
Yeah, that's is this like a women be showering hot sort
I think
of thing?
it is.
Because
I'm a hot boy.
my God, my ex-girlfriend would. I was like, this is unbearable right now. Like I love hot showers. Don't get me wrong. This is a different level that I didn't even know humans were capable of dealing with,
I like my showers to hurt me a little bit more than I think other people do.
100%.
Like, both in terms of temperature and in terms of pressure. Like, I like it when it's just a fucking hose just, like, fucking bearing down on you. And, like, right before the end of the shower, I'm not making this up. I like to have it, like, pretty damn hot the whole time. But then right before I get out, I'll turn it all the way hot just to get one little spark.
To feel something?
Just to fucking go.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I'll switch it up. But I always end on the hot because I'm going to walk out and like whatever. Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
I like moving towards the cool, towards the end. Like this usually happens if I happen to, and it's been a while since I've done this, but do anything athletic in the mid-afternoon and don't want to be stinky for the rest of the day. So I bought the blow dryer because my issue with showering in the morning was always my hair's going to be wet. I'm not going to be able to do my hair, right? Got the blow dryer. And then I could put in the Rogaine foam after all of it and when my hair is dry. Because the issue always is like, I need the Rogaine foam to not only help with my baldness, but for the sculpting and like it's like a mousse, So that's what I'm hoping to.
And you can only put it in dry.
It can't be like hella wet, or else it's just, I need to straighten it too and, got to do the whole thing. If you didn't know it, ladies and gentlemen.
The Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to hang out with each other and hang out with you. If you want to hang out with your topics getting read, head on over to KindaFunny.com/KF podcast, where you can write in for free and give us your questions, your comments, your concerns, and maybe hear them here on the show. Of course, over on Patreon.com/KindaFunny, you could support the show. Watch us record the show live, just like Dan Mooney and Brandon Escalante are. Escalante. They are both here for the first time. They are joining us as Trogs for the first time. Welcome aboard. Remember, on Patreon.com/KindaFunny, you can watch all the shows as we record them. You can get them ad free. You can get them a day before anybody else. Of course, you can get them on demand as a video and an MP3, also without the ads. You could get more than 300 bonus episodes of content we've put up since October. You could get the really, 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 really cool premium item that is the Nitro Rifle poster in the style of Invincible.
Freaking Matt Ferguson.
That is our premium item, and it is amazing.
I'm so glad we did that because I like really want that. And it's usually him and like select others from those KFAF Photoshop channels.
Yeah, yeah.
God, my goodness, so talented.
The talent.
Yeah.
Of course, if you have no bucks tossed our way, no big deal. YouTube.com/KindaFunny podcast services around the globe. No matter where you get this show, please support it by liking, subscribe, sharing, and leaving reviews, etc., etc. Housekeeping for you. There's a brand new episode of 20 Minutes of Tears up right now on youtube.com/KindaFunnyGames. It's me and my Italian meatball, Brian Altano from IGN.com, playing 20 Minutes of Tears of the Kingdom. Thanks to your support on Patreon. They are meant to go up on Mondays. Of course, it was a holiday on Monday, so we went up on Tuesday right now. Go support them. You know, that's an amazing thing of
Roger,
us looking
man.
together. Roger's so good.
Or who did?
I think it was Cameron Kennedy.
Cameron Kennedy. Freaking Cameron Kennedy.
Fucking
Roger
Roger.
edited it, though.
You know what I mean?
Fucking Roger.
Of course, you can check them out over there. It's one of the few pieces of content we do that's just a Let's Play. It's not a podcast anywhere, so we could use the YouTube views if you don't mind. Speaking of YouTube views, we have another YouTube show returning. Some would say crawling out of its casket. Some would say escaping from the little room with all the other artifacts in it. Ladies and gentlemen, The Nun 2 is in theaters this week. We're going back.
I'm a little confused.
We're going back to the Cuckoo. We're going back to Cuckoo in review with the Willemses. We'll be reviewing The Nun 2 on Friday for in review. It will go up ASAP. I assume on Patreon you can watch it live as we record it.
None too excited about it.
I'm none too stoked about it, you know?
Exactly.
I'm going to eat some popcorn. Be the only person. I booked my movie theater tickets. I had to go to a theater way out there. It was just like, it's just me and one other. There's a couple behind me and then me. Two little seats and then Greg, 2 rows.
Breathing behind him.
Yeah, exactly. What are you guys doing? You scared of the nun? Thank you to our Patreon producers, Nathan Lamoth, Jedi Master Deadpool, Casey Andrew, and James Hastings. What did I do wrong?
No, keep going. I just wanted to read.
Today we're brought to you by Shady Rays and DraftKings Sportsbook. But we'll tell you about them later. Andy wanted to say something.
Brandon Escalante, brand new
Escalante.
Patreon user.
Uh-huh.
2 things that come to mind.
Escargot.
A side character that
Brandon
maybe
Routh.
has a 3-episode arc in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Or like an 80s model of a Ford vehicle that lasted for 6 years and then got canceled.
I like that.
The Ford Escalante. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, go back to your show.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Tim,
Yeah.
as you know, you like nothing other than having the Kind of Funny best friends pitch you shows.
I love that.
Ooh.
Luke, a.k.a. Elder Berries, writes in with one to shake you to your core. Hey, Kind of Funny crew. Been loving all the great content that has been produced in the spare bedroom since launch, and a lot of the stuff before then as well. Parentheses, RIP KFAF, best show IMO.
Best show in the world.
As a seasoned Kind of Funny fan, my favorite series is the In Review series, and you all just finished Saw 2. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the rest of the franchise. But let's get down to the Baja Blast of the write-in. You've done many In Reviews, parentheses, Alien and versus Predator when. But we need the definitive Kind of Funny In Review list, so here's what I'm thinking. Open it to everyone in the office, parentheses, minimum 5 to 6 or however many weeks are available for content. All the participating parties select their favorite of all-time movie, but they keep it secret. More on that later.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
All participants then draw straws to determine the order. The first film is revealed at the announcement for the review series, and only at the end of the episodes is the next participant's film revealed. Let's keep it spicy so people don't know what's coming next. The ranking goes as normal for all their interviews, but the stipulation here is that if it is your film, you cannot vote on the ranking. This way, there's still an even number of votes per film. It's assumed that you would vote for your film. The winner will then have an all-expenses-paid trip to work for the next week. The winner will then have an all-expenses-paid trip to work for the next week. You get
guys are-
nothing. You get nothing. You're going
Got
to
it.
work.
It's like you're
Got
paying
it.
for
Okay.
gas?
Like Ubers? Like,
I guess
what?
technically, yeah, we would be doing that. Feel free to add any rules you would like, such as no Marvel/DC, no previously reviewed films, etc. Much love and keep up the great works. Luke, a.k.a. Elderberries.
We've talked about variations. of
Very
this.
similar things
Yeah.
to this. Yeah. Like, look, we're at this really weird precipice of. Look, you know what, guys? It happens. Okay?
James Burkification of
Yeah. I don't know how the James Burke and Tim's Gorilla Hands turned into the same thing, but they did.
dude.
They definitely did. I had a similar situation to you where it's just me, Gia, and James with 2 people behind us for the Nun 2.
People are stoked for the Nun 2, y'all.
But yeah, we talked a lot about this, but because of all the strikes going on and there being no future in sight that seems like that's going to be figured out anytime soon. I don't know what in review is going to look like for the next couple of years, honestly. Like, fingers crossed this all gets figured out, everybody gets taken care of, and we're good to go. But we do have a couple big franchises left that like I can't imagine us not doing at some point. Alien, Predator being one of them, Tarantino being another. I think those are really like the final two. Like,
How dare you forget
Spielberg.
Shrek.
But like even Spielberg, I feel like we've done the ones that we're gonna do. We've already done.
Add them to the list.
That's the thing is like we can get crafty. We can start.
Yeah, we did that with like Nolan, right? Or like
Nolan, we went all out on.
Toy Story.
But there was the Batman ones and then Toy Story to Pixar. We're going to get crafty. I don't know what this is all going to look like. So yeah, some more freeform, everybody is involved type thing, I think, is inevitable at some point, but we're just feeling it out, trying to see what makes the most sense. I mean, us getting down to Saw is a very, very specific thing where a lot of people have asked for it, but like, we know what we're getting with it, and y'all are showing up. Thank you so much for it so far. It's been really cool to see. We're loving it. The audience has been engaged, so that stuff's great. But yeah, I love the idea of being able to do the one-offs and things that like we want to talk about. We know the audience would want. They don't necessarily fit anywhere specific, but
it's almost like a book club. Like everybody bring their favorite.
But then we have to watch whatever Nick wants to watch.
I feel like the one that we've talked about most often is doing like guilty pleasure favorites that aren't attached to a series.
Like the kind of funny lore.
That's the one that I was like, the kind of funny lore I feel like would be one where it's The Departed, it's
Dirty
Heat,
Grandpa,
it's
or whatever the fuck it is.
It's Speed Racer. It's a lot of just stuff that
Man.
Nick watches, you know.
Idle Hands.
Oh my God.
Idle Hands.
Bicentennial.
The Santa Claus.
I want you to
real this time.
not bad actually. Yeah. Cozy Bear has a write-in that made the document that I'm waiting on Nick. It's been here forever, but Nick wasn't here for the Q&A one I did recently. But it is cast a modern reboot of Bicentennial Man.
Oh no!
Shit.
And I feel like we can only.
It's gonna be everyone played by Pauly Shore.
I don't know Bicentennial Man. I just know Andy's jokes about it.
Robin Williams is an android.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I know.
Oh, I've seen the.
You've seen the
poster.
cover.
Yeah, for sure.
Showed me when I was little.
For sure.
Yeah,
Understandable.
me too. Yeah.
Was the creepy thing because it's like he is an android that like becomes human, not becomes human, but like has a personality and free will and all that jazz kind of thing. So like he goes from being he becomes, dude. It gets way. Don't even look at him. Keep eyes right here. All right. So I'm gonna be a bit rusty on this, but stick with me. I'll get there. Yeah. He is a robot that becomes human, so they put the Robin Williams flesh on him eventually or whatever. So he goes from like being the guy you've seen on the box to whatever. But I'm rusty on this. This is Santa Claus in review levels of retconning, but I think I got it. So he is made by a guy, or they buy him for the family or whatever, and he's like the best friend of this little girl, right, or whatever. And the little girl grows up, and then either becomes a mom or becomes a grandma. And then by the time that happens, Bicentennial Man robot is able to fall in love with the daughter or granddaughter. And so, yeah, he's fucking this woman that it looks identical to the kid that he was taking care of or whatever. It's fucking crazy, man. And then you remember Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego? You remember the show?
Yeah.
The chief is in there as like the president of the galaxy or whatever.
President of the galaxy.
How does that dude look? I can't even put this Carmen Sandiego guy.
Well, let me stop you right there.
I only remember the woman.
Your gender bias is showing. Yeah, the chief was a lady, sir.
Do you know
what does that
where in timing?
like? What is that,
Carmen
dude? That's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That's the face and hair of gender bias.
I just feel like whenever I walk into when I walk to a grocery store, I always like look at the males. I go, "What up, chief?" You know what I mean? That's why I said that, Craig. It's not because of a role.
It's too late.
Thing,
you were saying there's no way a woman could be the president of the galaxy and the chief.
President of the galaxy.
It's something crazy. I don't know. I'm not looking at it. Now we're looking here.
I thought you were gonna say that when the lady grew up, gave birth to a half android, half human baby. It's just crazy. It's just you. They were banging the whole time. You just didn't know it.
So wait, he fell in love with the adult that's now a grandma, or the kid of the girl that he used
the
to
kid who is an adult now.
Okay.
So like he fell in love. Like I can read the entire plot for you if you want.
No,
Okay,
that's okay.
It's so it would be like if I made a robot. And then Ben was here helping us right now, but then Ben grew up and had a child or a grandchild that then also grew up.
Getting very Twilight.
It is.
I'm so glad that I don't know.
Which we also haven't done yet.
Yeah.
That's inevitable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm so glad that I don't have any mutual friends in my world. And when I say mutual friends, and when I say
Where's this going?
I don't know, Joe.
Take us there, Andy.
Well, because what I want to say is like it always seems like it's an awkward situation to me whenever two different
Granddaughter. It's a granddaughter, everybody.
two different people are dating sets of twins. That just feels weird to me. Like,
So
Wait,
you're saying
what?
one
Okay,
twin should be forever single? Is that what you're saying?
it's just like
Or one person's dating both twins?
I just feel like it would be awkward for me, Joe. I just like get anxious about what the conversations would be if I was like attracted to a lady and I started dating her and then she had a twin.
Oh, and they like pulled some shenanigans on
No,
you?
not even pulled some shenanigans. I just feel like the whole time everybody would also be thinking, man, you probably want to bang your sister too, you freak, you know? Like, I feel like that's
it'd
the
be true, right?
conversation. And it would really be true. Yeah.
In middle
No
school,
way.
there's a kid. I can say his name. I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm saying what we called him. We called him Weasel.
Fucking weasel.
Fucking Weasel. Remember Weasel, cool guy? Weasel dated. There was multiple twins at in my school, which was like I feel like I haven't met twins in my adult life, but in my middle school and high school, there were so many of them. So I thought that it was gonna be a lot more normal.
What do you think's happening to him?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a good question.
Think about it, Chant.
But Weasel dated twin 1 in middle school and then dated twin 2 in
Ogre
high
1 and
Oh,
Ogre 2.
that's weird.
It's funny you say that because Weasel, we only called him Weasel because when you played Halo, you would be assigned before you put your name in, it would just give you a random name. So that's where like church came from. And like Weasel was one of them.
Tim, you're blowing my brain right now because my friend LA, his gamer tag and he was Weasel with a 3 at the end of it. Like he added the 3, and when we go to tournaments, he was Weasel, but it was like spelled really off. It was like WEAZ3L or something like that. Anyway, wow, a lot of weasels in the world, a lot of twins in the world. Who are they fucking?
World Congress. She's like the president of the World Congress, or the leader of the World Congress.
Different than the space
The
galaxies
galaxy.
or whatever.
Listen, I've been playing a lot of Starfield. All right, I got a lot of Starfield stuff. On April 2nd, 2020, I'm sorry, April 2nd, 2,205. How are we going to, I guess 2020, 22.
Jesus. Holy shit.
Oh, no.
What the fuck?
That was just Greg
Put up a
shorting
pull-up
out.
bar.
Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can support this on patreon.com/kindafunny, where of course you could go and get 300 bonus episodes of content since October, where of course you can watch us record the show live and ad-free, where you get the shows on demand ad-free, where you can watch us record the other podcasts, even the games ones, where you get the cool poster we were talking about, and of course you could get this show ad-free. But you're not on patreon.com/kindafunny, so here's a word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've worn. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day 1, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Every purchase supports the Shady Rays Impact Program, which works directly with nonprofits and their communities to empower and make adventure accessible for all walks of life. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. Exclusively for y'all, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. You can go to shadyrays.com and use code KindaFunny for 50% off 2 pairs of polarized sunglasses. You can try for yourself the shades that are rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Again, that's shadyrays.com/kindafunny. This episode is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. We've had 7 months without an NFL game, but for all of you football fans out there, good thing that's over. NFL is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for Week 1. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. You can check out the app to see what you get. You can download now and use code KindaFunny to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That is code KindaFunny only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, you can call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call telephone number 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpd.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort KS. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility, terms and responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after insurance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Jordan Deeb. See, I'm such a simple man. I got a stupid, dumb brain. You know every twin in school because they both have to go to school, but adults you might have siblings that live somewhere else and you don't meet them.
Great point.
Makes so much
I guess I'm assuming that every twin walks with their counterpart right next to them all
what
the time.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
Like they apply for jobs together and stuff.
Like
you get both of
stepbrothers?
them. Yeah.
What is crazy though is like I was really close friends with 2 sets of the twins in middle school and then even high school, and like really close friends with them, like knew them very, very well, like individually. Like,
how well?
They're people or whatever. Not like that. But I mean, honestly, most of my friends dated at least one of them. So it's like, I was always the third wheel to their relationship. So I was close to them. Anyways, years later, like recently, like they still live around where I live, and I ran into one of them, and it was just pure fear. I'm
Couldn't
like,
figure out which one it was.
no idea. Not even the slightest fucking clue. And like back then I would have been able to bam. Now I'm just like, shit. So I just had to play it off.
Fine.
I know, but like it felt
It
weird.
does kind of
You know what I
suck.
mean? I was like,
Yeah.
damn, we were like
Whenever
really good friends.
Whenever I hang out back home and I'm with my twin nieces, I hope I figure it out within the first minute so that I could drill into my brain
Mnemonic device.
of which one is who.
Next time you go, you just
Are they
mark
identical?
one of them. Mark one of them.
Mark.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Michael Scott.
like
in The
Michael
Office.
Scott, except that was those weren't twins.
Not twins.
I make sure to like, all right, she's wearing that hat, she's wearing this color shirt. Like I have to, like when you're talking to them face to face, it's easier because one of them has a mole near her like nose,
Mole.
like a little like a little,
Birthmark?
Yeah, well, I don't even know what it is. What would you call
Freckle?
like this on my head? Or my head? I have some
Cheek?
Freckle.
freckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe freckle. Yeah, not mole.
Cheek.
I thought you were figuring out like what part of your face it was.
A mole is what's the difference between a mole and a freckle? Isn't a mole like does a mole have to stick out of your skin a whole bunch?
Not necessarily, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Like what? Like I guess this is a mole, but it's not like I don't know. I guess when I say the word mole,
I feel like you don't have just one freckle. You usually have like
you have a lot of freckles.
multiple.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably the mole then. I don't know why when I said mole, I expected it to be bulging out of your face like
Freckles and moles are different in several ways. Moles may be flat or raised, while freckles are flat. Freckles are usually brown in color. Moles can be brown, black, or pink.
Okay.
The same color as the surrounding skin. Moles are genetically determined, and they can grow on any part of the body.
I guess an unraised mole.
Are freckles
You could
like
also say-
sun induced?
You could also say beauty mark.
Yeah.
Beauty mark. I'll call them beauty marks from now on.
Good.
A lot nicer. It just sounds more
Instead of
appealing.
mole.
Freckles appear after sun exposure. They may
Freckles
appear most
Yeah.
commonly, but not always, on area of the skins that have been exposed to sun repeatedly for a long period of time.
I'll tell you what. It was
Both
really
this is an actual bullet point on this. Both moles and freckles can be unsightly to some people.
no.
Jesus Christ.
We're very scientific and then very objective. Just a heads up too, you're an uggo maybe to some people.
I thought the author was gonna say, in my opinion, I think moles are gross.
I love freckles and hate moles.
It was really easy telling my nieces apart when they were playing volleyball together, and knowing that like, oh, she's 6, and I forget the other
yeah,
number.
that would be
I
helpful.
forget who was the other number because she wasn't working.
nice,
She wasn't
man.
playing.
You
that
gotta
day.
imagine most twins identical have been swapped at some point by accident.
Sure.
And like that's probably not that you're probably not the original Tina.
When it happened in Full House, it blew my mind.
And that was what I thought about. I saw that
Yeah.
go through a TikTok clip the other day. I'm like, yeah, that would be
Oh,
bad.
really?
That'd be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that episode of Full House, like that concept had never gone through my mind. That a person could just be somebody different than what, like, it doesn't really affect the baby in any way, right? Like the baby would have just, the name changes, I guess, but like the idea of being swapped, it was so traumatic to freaking.
Oh, Nikki,
yeah.
Nikki and Alex.
Yeah, Nikki and Alex, wow. Because it was so traumatic to the Stamos' family
Yeah.
when this event happened. When this event occurred, it was like, it felt like a death in the family almost. Like we almost swapped these kids. What is wrong with us? And then, but now that I think of it, not that bad.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors that determine how bad it is. But yeah, there's.
Oh, maybe one's like allergic to peanuts or whatever, and you're feeding.
So like pretty significant.
You feed one of them a Snickers bar. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you got somebody allergic to peanuts, though, you're shutting the whole peanut side of your house down. Like,
I
this is
guess
not
so.
happening.
Yeah.
You're not rolling the
You're
dice.
not going halves.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't mean, and I'm not.
It's a tragedy.
I take a lot of shots at people who deserve it. PC gamers, Kansas people, peanut people, peanut allergy people. I got no beef with you, all right. But I do want on the record, like, y'all are weak as fuck, man. Like, you can't even open one of those on a plane. People die. Like,
It's crazy. Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, come on. Like, come on. Like, you know what I mean?
You just,
Well, there's got to be an island. We can put them all.
Oh my God! No! Fuck!
I'm not even saying for my own comfort, for their safety.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
In Andy's scenario, that other twin has a Snickers bar and breathes on the other one. They're dead. They're dead. You know?
What's going on in Iceland or Greenland? Just have like peanut-free land, you know?
Yeah, right?
Oh my god.
That could work.
Just think about it.
Man.
Imagine never having a secret Snickers. What?
Yeah.
What?
Would you want to
tragedy.
live?
Huh?
Would you even want to be alive, you know?
That's so true. That's so true. What else we got?
I'm not a big fan of left-handed people. My dad's left-handed. I've had on, since he visited, I've had on my kitchen table, they found the left-handed store down at Fisherman's Wharf or whatever. And so I've had they bought a left.
Is that a thing?
Apparently.
Oh yeah, the left-handed store has been like
lefty-
a mainstay over there for
I only remember
years.
the one with all the
I
socks.
didn't know about this.
They came back with the left-handed scissors and they're like, "Can you mail these to me?" I'm like, "Sure." And I just sat there for a month and a half, and now I'm like, it's almost Thanksgiving.
Do they have a big and tall left-handed store?
We're getting real specific.
Pretty niche.
You never know, Joe. What if somebody needs a big left glove?
Just one.
Fair.
Aren't gloves like inherently both?
A big like baseball mitt. You know,
Oh.
big ass baseball mitt.
But I feel like you don't need to go to a left-handed store to get just a baseball mitt, Andy. You just go to a sports store.
Yeah, but what if it's not big and tall then?
Yep.
Got me there. You got me there.
Yeah.
Got you there. Matthew Hidalgo writes in, Andy, and I think you're going to like this one.
I'm here.
To kindafunny.com/KF podcast like you can. You're given the opportunity to own a fast food chain, but you would be required to rename this chain upon ownership. What fast food chain would you own, and what would you name it?
What would I own? So I'm basically inheriting the menu.
You are now in charge. You get Wendy's, I'm going to say, but you have to name.
Are you a single proprietor or do you own the chain?
He owns the chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not like leasing it.
Okay.
He's the new CEO of Wendy's, or insert whatever you want, and now you got to name it something.
Chick-fil A. We're calling it We Love the Gays.
Nailed it. Crushed it.
We love the gays. It's Chick-fil A, but super gay. We're going the opposite way. You're not allowed in unless you're gay. You know? What I would do is, because just think of the possibilities with how good their chicken tenders
So
and their
good.
chicken nuggets are. Let's get a little spicy version of them.
Don't they have a spicy?
They have
I
a
guess
spicy
it's
chicken sandwich, yeah, and it's always got a fucking like weird mayo or potato salad. What are they putting on these fucking
Potato salad.
Oh my god, let me tell you,
don't
my phone right now has so many photos taken of these awful little chicken nuggets that I ordered the other day from a place that was a stupid ass ghost kitchen,
many
of
photos?
course.
Yeah, we want to see.
No, because there's other stuff.
Send me the assets. Send it to assets. Let me see the nugs.
I'll show
My
it to you.
other
I'm very
stuff, do you
excited
think
to
it's
share
just,
these.
But also,
pictures
what's
of
going on in
Andy's
the rest
chili?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Come on, man.
You don't want to know.
Nick, see my nude. We're all friends.
Bo. I'm telling you, like, Anyway, yeah, I would bring, I'd
But
be.
the Chick-fil A chicken sandwich it doesn't have any of that stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I've never had it.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Andy's not a bigot. He wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Surprising you know so much about it, Tim, huh?
God, why do I come to work?
You know what? People on the left-handed island, save a spot for Tim.
I'll never forget. I think Blessing Uber eated some, and so did I. And Roger was like, "Wow, during Pride Month, huh?" It's like, okay, wow, come on, chill out. I love their menu. Obviously, I think Wendy's is a phenomenal option too. Except I would close down the one clear by the office. Close it down completely. Get rid of everybody working there because they don't know how to fucking make a nugget to save their lives.
What's wrong with the nuggets?
This is always not good. They're just always weird. They're not what you... When you've had Wendy's nugs and go, wow, this is possibly the top ranked nug of all time. And then you have a nug there, it's like, what is the disconnection here? There's something off with the process. Who knows? It's just a weird little piece of meat.
Brandon Escalante in the chat says make Chick-fil-A or We Love the Gays, whatever Andy's calling it now, open on Sundays too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't care.
Twice on Sundays, Joe.
Yeah, we don't care.
24 hours on Sundays, I'd say.
Oh.
Yeah. Also in the cups, instead of like Bible references, Lord of the Rings references.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yo, this movie's overrated. Oh, they're talking about Lord of the Rings.
They walk a lot.
That's not quoting the movie.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was
says
about
that?
Lord of the Rings.
No,
This
no.
movie's not as good as Clerks. Better trilogy.
No, it's absolutely not.
Fucking Hobbit was a waste of time.
That's
Gollum was a great game. Did you know he broke his toe when he kicked the helmet?
He did. Yeah, Chick-fil-A and Wendy's would be two good ones to take over, I'd say.
Can't you call Wendy's Andy's? Choose wisely.
Oh.
Choose Andy's.
Choose wisely. Choose Andy's. Yeah, maybe.
It's pretty good.
That's kind of just a picture of me, like.
with your hair parted both ways.
Yeah. Do you keep the pigtails or no?
I think I keep the pigtails.
Oh.
Yeah, I figure out a way. To keep it.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
important.
disconnected beard on the Wendy.
Oh, I mean that's the number one part of branding, I would say. What would you take? What would you take over?
Me?
Yeah.
I have two things in mind, right? Neither of which are my favorites, but it's like correcting the time stream. Take over Carl's Jr. and just your Hardee's. We're just making it one name because this, and I'm bringing the Missouri Illinois Hardee's to Carl's Jr. to show this. All right, I don't know what point they did market research that said people out here are too stupid to understand Hardee's as a restaurant. You know what I mean? But I would do that. I'd never eat there. God knows. You know what I mean? I don't go to Hardee's or at Carl's Jr. except for a
You're
222.
doing this just for a name change.
Yeah.
I'm with it because there's Checkers and Rallies as well.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out
Like,
of here.
make
The
it one
internet
fucking
exists
name.
now. We understand.
Well, the bigger problem, though, is Carl's Jr. and Hardee's because Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are normally associated with the green burrito and also
The red burrito.
the red burrito.
Yeah.
And also, Hardee's
really?
was super horny
Yeah.
back
I
in
didn't
the
know
day.
the red burrito was
Yeah.
anywhere.
Carl's Jr. too.
Yeah.
But I thought
It doesn't get all over the place.
It
It doesn't belong in your face. See, real ones fucking know.
But I thought Hardee's was a lot more horny. Like it had the commercials with like Jessica Simpson.
I would have thought that Carl's Jr.'s was way more
It's the
horny.
same thing.
Jessica Simpson's vagina just fully out in these videos.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
It was eating the burger.
Periscope. It was
Jessica
Paris.
Simpson might have also been in it.
Paris Hilton kicked it off.
Yeah, then they just.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
and Hardee's. But yeah, or maybe one was each. You know,
Maybe.
because I never saw Hardee's
cross
commercial. I
branding.
wouldn't know.
Because first of all, disgusted. Because when we did our Nug rankings, the Carl's Jr. stars could not have been further down the list.
Again, I don't like these places except for bacon and egg 2 for $2.22. But like, what I'm saying is I could do it and I can then change that. We could fix that. We could change the nugs. We get one name because that's why the food sucks. They're all
That's
pulled. They're
why.
pulled in two different
don't know.
directions. Are we Hardee's or Carl's Jr.? They
Yeah.
can't figure it out.
I don't like
We
your
give
hair
them one
whipping
place
like
to
that.
go, one thing to do, one green burrito to fix.
Your hair whipping like that,
Can we
you look
just
like the
get rid
singer
of the
Jimmy
green
World.
burrito?
Huh?
Can we just get rid of the green burrito?
Yeah, sure. Nobody's eating
No,
it.
no.
Tim not happy with this.
Green burritos legit for 17-year-old Tim. But like I haven't had it since then. But like no, the green burrito I give a shout out to. Like they got some good it for what it is, which is fast food Mexican stuff that's not Taco Bell. Like it actually tastes a little bit.
Don't we
more.
have Del Taco for that?
Yeah, I put Del Taco and Taco Bell in the same category. I don't put green burrito. Green burrito is
A step lower.
No, I'd say a step higher.
If I can
Step
interject,
higher.
the one out here for you is the red burrito or green burrito?
Or green burrito.
So then DJ Mayer says Hardee's doesn't have any burritos to my knowledge. That's going to be a Carl's Jr. only thing. Incorrect. The Hardee's in Columbia, Missouri had the red burrito.
Yeah,
and then when I got it here and I saw Carl's Jr. and the green burrito, I was like, well,
Maybe
I know
they
this is
changed
confusing sounding. The green burrito and red burrito are not items. They are separate restaurants that.
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
when
on
you
the
go to
sign
like
underneath it.
So it's like
It's like a
Taco Bell,
combination.
KFC.
KFC.
Yeah.
I'm at the pizza.
But will you
Hut.
find
Yeah.
these?
Taco Bell.
But will you find these standalone?
I've
Yes.
never seen a standalone green burrito.
I have, but over time they've like
Merged.
just completely eliminated. Similar to, it's very rare to find a KFC nowadays that's not attached to a Taco Bell, right? Like we have one.
It
over
is weird
here,
that we
but-
have both a KFC and a Taco Bell that are like next door to
Yeah.
each other, but not together.
Okay.
And then just out of spite, I would get Whataburger and close it down.
Damn.
Just save the galaxy. I want to be the space commander president from Bicentennial
Don't you
Man.
want good fries?
I mean, if they had them, maybe I would. But McDonald's has got that covered. I don't need to worry about it.
Thank you,
I
Barry.
tried to find a specific hair flip, but yeah, this was the
It's
closest.
just like a lot of movement in the Jimmy
Yeah.
World Singer's hair and
Oh,
Greg's
yeah.
when he
Remember
was
the middle?
whipping
What
it
a
around.
music video that was. Joey, what are you taking over and renaming?
What am I taking over? I don't know if I want to rename or if we just need to spread them more. Where are all the Dairy Queens?
Great question.
They're all in malls. I don't know why we don't have them like
Like a real one.
Yeah, they're all in malls next to
And
Orange
in-
Julius, which are also
in the Midwest, there was a lot of freestanding.
Same, yeah. In the RGV, there's a lot of
Then maybe I just bring them out west.
Sure.
DQ. That's what I like about Texas.
Oh, you have like a Texas specific
Yeah.
one.
That's
Damn.
why I thought they were only Texas exclusive.
Do you think that everyone had the same thing? Just
Probably
replace
not.
Texas with a different.
See, I
what I
don't
like
remember
about
an Ohio.
Kansas.
I don't remember one for DQ in Ohio, but I do
don't
wonder
remember here.
maybe they're preventing it from coming over here, right, Joe, of like the standalone ones, because then they don't have an excuse to close them down during the winters. Because like but I guess that's the same thing for Texas. Like you probably
Close them down during the winter.
You guys close down Dairy Queen during the winter?
DQ. Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, man!
What the
Like,
fuck?
Who the fuck's buying ice
There's
cream
one
when
in
it's
my
like
hometown.
there's like it's 10 degrees outside? No one's going to fucking DQ.
Yeah,
When
that
we
was a
had
big
the-
thing. That was a big thing. When it
they
when it
don't
would
sell
reopen,
ice
you'd be so
cream.
They
stoked.
sell the chicken tenders with the gravy, also great.
But like again, these weren't like. I don't know if you're envisioning what DQ was in the mid, or well, you're Texas, so it's a million
Yeah.
degrees all the time. In like Chicago, and I would assume Cleveland, Ohio, right? Like we were talking about a freestanding building. You didn't go inside and sit down. You walked up to the window and got your food. It's kind of like a Sonic, but without the drive-up.
Yeah.
You'd go up, you'd
Ours
park
is
your car,
both.
go over there, then sit at the tables. It was like a snack bar.
There-
Yeah, we had
Oh.
like picnic tables and stuff outside of ours, but then we also had a dining
This is
room.
enlightening.
Yeah, we had 2 DQs. I remember one in my hometown Lakewood, and then one kind of near where my grandpa lived, and they were both set up like that. Where you would walk up, and you wouldn't go in, and like we had a lot of ice cream places like that in Ohio, where you walk up, you just like order right there, and then they had like a bunch of tables that you just go sit outside at. And,
Did they
yeah,
sell other things other than ice cream?
See, it's been so long. Like I don't know if that was
That's-
just
Because they
like
sell
ice
like
cream
burgers
specific
and chicken
stuff.
strips and like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they would do that kind of stuff, but it was shit.
They had awesome fries. Like the
Yeah.
DQ back home, we would go like every Friday
I don't
before we were
remember
doing our
ever
big Halo nights.
getting those. It was always just ice cream, and that was like after baseball games or for football games or whatever.
Yeah, they had
were
the
playing.
blizzards were
Yeah.
phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
But like, I loved getting the chicken tender basket. That shit was always good.
'Cause it has the like good like bread stuff.
and they always had the little gravy that people would dip. Man, yeah, they ruled.
So Dairy Queen, White Castle, and Sonics were like the 3 things that growing up where we were just like, we hear so much about these things, and then they made a fucking movie about one of them, and it was like, we don't
I
get
guess
them
we
here.
still don't have White
Wait,
Castle.
you never had a White Castle?
No, they're
We
just-
still don't have
we
White
still
Castle.
don't have
To me,
anyone-
I was like, that's a California thing. I have no idea what it is.
Oh yeah, no. It's White Castle. Like me and Alfredo, like
Maybe
went out of our
Midwest?
ways when we went to New York for the first time to find a White Castle. Like it was like so unnecessary, but we did.
Maybe
Texas,
the only place I've had it is Vegas.
one of the first things I did,
Weird.
go to Sonics to try this shit. Dairy Queen. Never had a real Dairy Queen. I've never been to one, never seen one. Don't understand it. There are a couple in the malls around us, and when they first put one of them, we were really excited. We knew it was going to be like a bastardized version of this thing, but we're like, let's at least test the thing, because what is the whole thing about the Dairy Queen Blizzard?
They tip them upside down.
And it like you can't shake it out, right?
Well, I don't know that they shake them, but they're just
They just
like,
they just rotate them and bring them back.
But like I remember there being like a commercial thing that was just like, no matter what, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
Like that was their whole thing. It's like you turn it upside down, it's not coming out. And
Fucking do whatever you want to. You can't.
I don't know if you guys can kind of see where the story's going, but I had a friend named Kevin Coelho who really had to put this to the test. And he fucking got it. And I'll be goddamn damned. He was sitting there shaking this thing and it was not moving. And I'll never forget the look of the person that was there at the mall just looking at him like, yeah, motherfucker. We fucking got your ass.
He thought I was lying, bro?
Oh, no, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
So
now
funny.
thinking back on it, I would
Find a castle.
What did I
take over In-N-Out and give them good fries.
Now you're just doing that out of spite to me.
Yeah.
No, like I didn't even thought of that being a possibility. That like In-N-Out is legitimately only missing good fries. Their burgers are so great.
Here's what I'll say.
They're always at such good prices.
Good shakes.
But actually, we would be super just like anti-religious. It'd be just like devil, like you read it's all just churches.
Very pagan.
Sword in hell.
Just pentagrams
You know-
everywhere.
There's a lot of good-natured back
Ribbon.
and forth about In-N-Out and whatnot around here. But you and I come down on you don't like the fries, and that's fine.
Love the
Most people-
burgers.
Paris was trying to add in. He also hated the burgers when we were talking about.
That's
it.
kind of psychotic.
I'm like,
to me.
Paris, you're an idiot.
They're
You get what you pay for.
but again, it's also like what are they making it according to your tastes, right? And the thing I love about In-N-Out is that their buns are always toasty and kind of like when I ask for toasted buns, they always have a nice little crisp around the edges. I really appreciate that about In-N-Out's burgers. They're fantastic. Fries, oh my god.
Can you also fix the
Put them on
animal
the
fries?
island with all the peanut people. What's up?
Can you fix the animal fries so it's not just like a weird like slice of cheese that gets melted on them? I want like more
Integration.
distribution. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
integration of
okay.
The cheese.
We could put a bunch of
Maybe, like-
Rico's
Well, isn't animal
cheese,
fries
the
is like
nachos.
the animal sauce, though, right?
Yeah, but it also has cheese on it.
Oh, okay. I
It's
don't.
just
I don't
like
like
a
the
weird-
sauce. Looks
It's
like
literally
cheese.
just a slice of American cheese on top of fries and then all the sauce
Okay.
on top.
Well, I was gonna say, I order cheese fries every time, so I know what it is to have
Yeah.
the cheese on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I want like shredded, something that has better
God, I want to.
distribution.
You know,
I do.
Ooh,
I want to watch
also,
Bicentennial Man and eat In-N-Out tonight.
Whataburger spicy ketchup everywhere.
What a bird!
Ooh, I like
The,
that.
the default of America.
I would also like to submit a motion that we have mini corn dogs at every fast food or more fast food places.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we can't get mini corn dogs anywhere.
Like
love small
camp
dog.
out,
Cookout.
cookout. Yeah.
Corn dogs. Don't get me started.
I'd like to. What's wrong with the corn
Don't
dog?
like them.
You don't
Really?
like corn dogs?
It's gross.
Where have you had corn? Like, what is your corn dog experience?
Remember
Toronto.
the first big corn dog I had was
I don't.
Greg's.
It wasn't it.
That's a weird statement. I don't.
No,
like
I
that.
thought.
Yeah, I would like more of an expansion on that before we cut him off.
It was on a show. It was on a show. You all.
Okay, this isn't getting any better.
I ate a corn dog on a kind of piece of kind of funny content.
So we
'cause
microwaved it or whatever.
It was one of the shitty.
That
freezer
doesn't count.
ones.
Yeah,
It
you
was-
gotta
gotta get you
go
a
to the
better one.
fair, man.
No, but here's the thing. Also, I don't like hot dogs are like lowest on my list of like choosing that at a fast food place or whatever. Like if I go to a barbecue and there's burgers or hot dog, I'm getting the burgers 100% of the time. I don't mind a hot dog, I just don't like love them.
How do you
right?
rank burgers, chicken strips, hot dogs, or chicken nuggets, strip/nuggets?
I mean, depends on the burger, depends on the nug.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just
really
an enthusiast, man. I love them all, but I feel like my strategy of barbecues go for the hot dogs because I like to take a couple down. You know what I mean? I feel like burgers can't take as many down.
get them glizzies down
Yeah,
that gullet.
glizzies. That's
The
it.
fucking
Guzzle the
Glizzy
glizzies.
overdrive.
Yeah, so like a corn dog to me is just it's batter around a wiener.
But
Didn't
what,
we have you
I don't
eat
like
a corn
that.
dog on KFAF? When we did the nug ranking originally, I'm pretty sure we went to Beeps and they didn't do nugs, and so Nick
yeah.
instead got a
Yeah,
corn
Nick
dog.
gave me
Which
mini
is
corn
tragic
Mini
because
corn
they don't
dog.
have mini corn dogs anymore.
That is
dog.
tragic.
Nobody buys them. What have I been saying?
Next time you go to Disneyland, you got somebody
Get a
in
real
your
dog.
crew has to get one. You just got to try.
I'm gonna
it.
get a funnel cake, dude,
I don't think they have funnel cake.
I don't know.
and I'm gonna go back to fucking a Hogwarts land and get that butterbeer.
Oh, that was really good.
I'm sorry, that's the biggest, like, that's the most offensive I'll be in terms of the J.K. Rowling stuff.
Do you like the
butterbeer?
butterbeer?
But man, that butterbeer hit the spot in that moment.
Yeah.
Rudio was hot as fuck. Rudio got us all frozen butterbeers. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, the frozen one. That's the way
The
to go.
frozen one hit the spot. It was a really good experience.
Did you pick a fast food place?
No, I didn't.
You want to?
You guys kind of went through what I would do. I mean, my answer would be McDonald's actually, because
what are you gonna rename it? That's part of the deal. You got to rename it.
Fucking standard, baby. It's good.
The standard.
How about this? Moose and Toretto's.
I like that. It's close.
Have you seen the McDonald's bags lately? I went for breakfast this morning on my drive back to the city, and it says on the side of the bag, like, as seen on The Office, and like all of these like weird like TV shows and movies, and Pulp Fiction, and like.
Are they having trouble with marketing?
I have no idea. It's very weird.
I'll just make the arches blue. That's really all I want. They can keep their name. Just the blue arches.
Blue and red?
Nah, just blue.
Just all blue.
All blue, baby.
I mean, okay, but what's the complementary color?
White.
Okay.
Blue and white.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
You should just buy
good.
Culver's.
Buy what?
Culver's, that's their color here.
I don't know what Culver's is.
Well, you can rename it. It's a burger place.
But see, the thing about McDonald's, I stand by McDonald's every step of the way. It's just you know exactly what it's the Starbucks of fast foods.
You look when you're walking on the beach and there's only one set of footprints. It's because Tim was carrying McDonald's.
I so badly wish there was a McDonald's closer to us, Barrett. Like
Closer to okay.
Oh, do
like
you?
because I so many times I want to do the delivery thing. I'm like, it's gonna arrive not awesome. There's an 80% chance it's gonna arrive gross and like.
No, we
There's not one that far from you.
Yeah, we order every once in a blue moon, but I don't feel like it ever delivers poorly.
It's just the thing.
Right?
I'm always my worry.
This is gonna be a weird thing. Like by Amarissa's apartment, there's one, which is not that far from
really?
them. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Amarissa's
I think
apartment.
we had a closer one that doesn't do Uber Eats anymore because it's not popping up on the list anymore. So my
Grubhub, baby.
My worry is
Shady
that
McDonald's.
my worry is whenever I see
Yeah.
if I see above
Traffic.
40 minutes, I'm like, this is risking it.
Yeah.
If the delivery time's like 35 to 45 minutes, I'm like, oof. I like to keep it in that 10 to 25 range, below 30 if possible.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're
for
looking
something
for a
like
place that's
McDonald's.
literally like a
Walking
10-minute
distance.
walk
Yeah.
that you might as well just go order and not
Yeah,
get delivery.
yeah. But then I have to sit down.
Okay.
Look for parking.
Okay.
Okay, just to be clear on this.
Yeah, I just want to. all right.
When you take over McDonald's, can you go back to having breakfast available all day?
Yeah, honestly, it's
COVID
such a
killed that,
bummer.
right? That was the problem.
Was it? I don't
think
know.
so.
They made such a big fucking hullabaloo about
Well, what
it.
happened?
Well, then there was a global goddamn
No,
pandemic. Get off
all-day
your back.
breakfast.
You're right.
COVID.
Why make?
I heard Kobe.
McDonald's?
I was like, was this like a marketing cameo with Kobe Bryant before he passed? That he, like,
Yeah,
had to shut
well, no,
down?
out of respect, they just stopped serving it.
It sucks, man, because like it's rare, but I'll wake up every once in a while and be like, I want breakfast and I want McDonald's, and then I'm like, oh man, and like the problem is there's no consistency. There's about 4 McDonald's like between my house and here on the way. I got options if I wanted to get a little creative, but what ends at 10? What ends at 10:30? What ends at 11? I don't freaking know.
It's like airports.
Oh.
McDonald's.
A comedy bit about it, Mike Howard, about the TSA.
McDonald's all-day breakfast was halted in March 2020 at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic as the company made adjustments to simplify operations for local workers. The original 2015 rollout of all-day breakfast was a boon for McDonald's, with the company saying the change was a very strong catalyst for momentum. McDonald's posted higher than expected first quarter earnings in 2016, much of which was attributed to the popularity of breakfast.
Also, I just put together, Andy, of why maybe the location you don't have anymore on Uber Eats. That McDonald's, I believe, closed down like a year or two ago, and we just drove by it because I was like, what are they going to turn it into? This McDonald's has been here forever. Affordable housing, which I was like, oh, hey, hell yeah. Good for them.
No.
Is that the
No.
shady McDonald's?
I don't
'Cause that's
like
what they
it.
were going to do with that too.
Yeah, that was the shady
I'm
McDonald's.
usually all up for affordable housing, but in this case, buy a house.
No,
Wow.
that McDonald's is going to be much better used as affordable housing than shady McDonald's.
Okay, but here's
But also, shady McDonald's, that was a mainstay. That was like,
You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
that was a place you go to, you know.
That was a place you go to.
And
man.
Is it not a place that you avoid? That's the place that I avoided.
I only
Oh,
went
no,
there
we went
once.
there all the time, but that's also because I was hanging out with like hood rats in high school.
He was looking for a little danger.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew petitions the World Congress to recognize him as a human, as to allow him to marry Portia, but the body expresses concern that an immortal human will cause jealousy from others. Andrew returns to Rupert for one last operation to change the artificial fluids driving his body into a blood equivalent. Rupert cautions that this blood will not last forever, causing his body to age and he will eventually die. A fate Andrew accepts. Several decades afterwards, Andrew again approaches the World Congress with Porsche just as support to appeal their past decision, wanting to be able to die with dignity.
What the fuck?
On April 2nd, 2205. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to spoil all of Bicentennial Man's ending for you. You have to check it out yourself. All right? Bicentennial Man, go check it out. While you're on the internet doing that, of course, support us at patreon.com/KindaFunny, where you could get this episode ad-free, all the other shows ad-free. You can watch us record the shows live as we record them a day before they post anywhere else. You, of course, could get 300 bonus episodes of content, and, of course, you could get that really cool Invincible Nitro Rifle print we have up right now. However, no books tossed away, no big deal. YouTube.com/KindaFunny, podcast services around the globe. No matter where you get it, thank you for supporting it. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.